Oh, god damn it. Oh, I have to talk about it. I do. I sat here and I watched this. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB. This is my 31 days of horror movie reviews, and I am here to talk about The Devil Inside. The devil inside my ass is really what I think of when I hear this title, when I think about this movie. This is my second time watching it because I did see it in theaters way back when. This came out in 2012. Where did the time go? I distinctly remember seeing this piece of shit film in theaters and rewatching it now. A lot of feelings, a lot of buried up anger came back rewatching it, just reminding me what horrible shit fest of a cinema movie that this was. This was directed by William Brent Bell. It's a found footage horror film, so whenever I say it's directed by so and so and you see the laziness on screen, did you really direct it, or did you put your name on it and you're just sitting there having a donut or drinking coffee out there around the corner? Because there's no way that you put some real time, effort, and care into this garbage. Hot garbage. They tried to present this movie like it's a true story with the 911 call and the mother who she was going through an exorcism. She killed a bunch of people. Now she's locked up somewhere. The film focuses around her daughter, Isabella, and she is trying to figure out what happened to her mom. Is her mom really crazy, or is she really possessed because Isabella's scared that maybe this will happen to her someday, one day? And Isabella, the actress, is Fernanda Andrade. She's fine in the role, honestly. She's fine. I don't know if she was the most compelling to be the main character. She's probably one of the least interesting characters in that sense, but I don't have a problem with her acting. I think it was the writing. I think it was the presentation, really, and that comes down to a lot of these found footage horror movies that go for the bare minimum, just straight laziness when it comes to character development. The two priests, there are priest characters in this movie because it's very much into the religious aspect of it and the demon possession and whatnot. I did find that the two priests were the most interesting. I just thought that they had some aspects to them as far as even questioning their own religion and whether or not they're doing the right things. Especially the one priest who, maybe you guys have seen the scene where he's supposed to baptize a baby and that goes horribly wrong. Might be the most memorable thing in this movie until the end, but we'll get to that in a minute. Susan Crowley plays Maria. She's the mother. If you've seen the trailer, you definitely remember this lady, the crazy old lady with the big hair. She's the mother, who I guess is still possessed. She has cut marks all over her arms and even in her mouth, and she has that one moment where she screams in front of the daughter's face. And again, sure, it may be memorable visually. Sure, I guess the actress did a good job there. But other than that, what else is going on here? What else do I care about? These possession movies and these demon or devil type possession movies, it always frustrates me because it's hard for me to get invested. It's hard for me to care because it's the same thing every time. It's the same type of scares every time. It's the same type of jump scares. It's the same type of oh no, everything's quiet and everything's dark. And you're just waiting for the thing to pop out and jump out. And because I'm anticipating that, I'm not scared. Really, ever. Just sitting there, bored, waiting for the time to pass, waiting for this supposed scene to happen. Even the scene where they go and they do an exorcism on that one girl who's tied up and she's all bent up. And yeah, sure, I'll give kudos to this actress for being able to be that flexible. I'm sure that comes in handy in some other ways, but still, that scene just kind of comes and goes, and then it's over. You're back to the mundane. You're back to the same old, same old. What this movie, though, fails at the most, and what I remember the most about this movie, I remember being in theaters and seeing that god awful ending. And when you rewatch it here, I guess because I'm anticipating it, because I know it's coming, it is what it is. But it's without a doubt the worst ending to a horror movie I've ever seen. The worst. As much as I hate films, horror movies especially, possession movies, where the main characters get killed or possessed, they go off with the evil wins. They've had that ending so many times that it's not surprising anymore. It's not shocking, it's not even sad, it's just you roll your eyes, like typical, here we go, been there, done that. But this didn't even do that. This somehow made those endings where the good guys die and lose, it made that type of an ending more desirable. Because this movie, I'm not going to get into the machinations of it because it's so involved, but there's a car crash. You know, our characters get possessed, they're in the car crashes. It actually does, it's like it's right before it crashes. You freeze frame, and then you fade to black. And then it literally says, for more information, for more of this ending, go to this website. It's promoting a website. I remember being in theaters and yelling out loud, what the fuck? Some people laughed, some people groaned, some people booed at the screen because they could not believe that we wasted our money. Yes, this is before I went to screenings. This is before I found alternative ways to watch crappy horror movies that you knew would be bad. I went to the theater, I paid my $12, and I saw this crap fest, and then got an incomplete movie, an incomplete ending, and it's just like, it was so irresponsible, it was such a slap in the face. It still goes down to this day as the worst ending to a horror movie that I've ever seen. You can't believe it. I'm rewatching it and I'm just like, wow, yeah, they really did that. They really tried to, instead of giving you an ending, they tried to get you to go on this website that I'll never go on, almost out of protest. Like, fuck you, I'm not going to do more work just for you to finish this story that sucked in the first place. Man, what a colossal waste of time. I can't believe I did this to myself again, but luckily, now that I have this review on file, on record, I'll never watch this movie. I don't have a need to watch this movie ever again. Fuck you, devil inside my asshole. That's where you belong. I'm gonna shit you out because then I'll be rid of you. I'll be rid of you. You'll be in the toilet. You'll be done, buried, out of my life forever. God. It really does feel like I'm back in the theaters, 2012, and these January movies especially. It reminds me how often these January horror movies sucked so bad. Let me stop. Anyways, guys, I'm done. I think I'm done. Let me know in the comments below if you have seen The Devil Inside. Do you agree it sucks as much as I say it does? I'll be shocked, absolutely shocked if you like it. I haven't met one person or seen one person defend this movie. If you are that person, I'm curious. Why? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Soul's taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked out machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going, I'm going, you know. I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end